one of the things you and I were just talking about during the break, Dave, in relation to the Seahawks game yesterday, was DK Metcalf. Now, I feel like you and I are staunch defenders of his. He's polarizing. Anytime we talk about him, we'll get a million texts. Get rid of him. He's a baby. He's a prima donna. He's a diva. He's a this. He's a and then other people. He's great. He's unlike any receiver this team's ever had. He doesn't help us. He doesn't help us, Dave. Help me, help you. That's what I want to say to him. He did it again yesterday. We saw him do with the mindless. I'm mad about something. I don't know what's being said or what's happening on the play. We're not catching everything, but we're seeing the end result. And yesterday, the end result was him being covered by a guy who's not even really looking at him. You see the defender kind of looking back at the ball and kind of just has his arms up looking. And you see DK just two-hand chuck him to the ground, and DK takes one step, and there's the official right there. Right there. And I'm thinking, what is going through your mind right there? The official is right there looking at you. You shove this guy to the ground. You pick up a 15-yard personal foul, and it's not the first time. What's the explanation for that?
Yeah, I don't know which way he's going. The thing that, I don't have any more patience for that. I don't.
It's too costly.
And also, it's selfish. It really is. It's like, I'm going to put the team second behind me, and I'm going to make sure I fulfill whatever emotional urge that I have. And the thing about it, I've always defended him, is because, we've heard him talk about how he understands it, right? And it's the awareness. That's the first step, and it's 50% of the battle is you recognize that it's a problem. And we've heard him say that. We've heard him say that he's, was seeing, I don't know, a psychiatrist or a mental health therapist, yeah. And, which is great, and I love that, and I love that he knows that, and I never got the feeling that it was mandated, that he was actually voluntarily going and trying to work on all that stuff. But I don't know what's happened. The other thing is, you get older and you get more mature, and so now at this point, what year is this for DK? Seems like he's been here for 12 years, I think, 4 or 5. Yeah, and I feel like that's something that you need to leave behind,
Fifth year.
And, and he's got, Tyler Lockett could not be more opposite, right?
Polar opposite.
He's just, and I don't know what their relationship is off the field and everything, but they seem to love each other. I don't know. Maybe Tyler can, help him out. I don't know. But God, I can't help but love DK. I really, and I get it, man. I remember being that frustrated in a game when you want to act out. And then, look, I guarantee you that whenever they bring up DK Metcalf, whoever the opponent is, the DBs, it's like, you can get under this guy's skin. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm very torn, but I'm also to the point where I'm very intolerant.
There's no excuse for it anymore. Yeah. There just isn't. And what you just said is what we talked about before when he did it to Akella Witherspoon, right? Mm-hmm. We did it, where you're going, what are you doing? If I'm the opposing team's defense, if I'm the secondary coach, I'm telling my guys, go Breno Giacomini on this guy. I want you to agitate him to the point where he's going to combust because he's an easy target. Get him out of his game. And Pete talked to Brock and Salk today about this penalty, but he says it wasn't about DK losing his temper.
That's not what happened yesterday. He was 50 yards downfield. He cleared the guy out, and he blocked the guy. He blocked him very aggressively, too aggressively for the officials to let go. And it was late. He said he didn't hear the whistle, and he was far enough downfield that could have happened. But it was definitely a penalty. And the official told me clearly that he saw the play was over. He turned and looked at DK, and then he saw him block the guy. So the play, and so I asked him, "Will you make sure and you blow the whistle too, so that he has a chance to hear you?" That was my gripe about it. But
I feel like he's covering for his guy.
Well, it's funny. I don't know if you heard what was going on or you had the volume up or whatever. Rabel and I are up in the booth, and I'm watching the replay on CBS, and there was a conversation that he was having over there on the sidelines with that official, and he was afterwards shaking his head, okay, good, I got it, I hope you saw that, or I don't know what was said there. So I'm curious. He seemed to be vindicated. At least that's what his body expression, his body language, everything indicated. So, I didn't really know exactly what's going on. And I would say, I would protect him too if I was his coach.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm just wondering what Pete can. And I told you about another play that happened. They showed the replay on TV where he was wide open in the end zone. I don't know how he got that open, but he's waving his arms. Ball doesn't come to him, and you see him just wave off. I don't know if he's looking at Geno or who he's looking at, waving off like, get out of here with this. You got to be kidding me. Like he was frustrated that he was wide open and Geno didn't see him. So if you're Pete, this is not the first time, and he's defending him there. But behind closed doors, what could he say that he hasn't said? This is not a new problem. This is not a new incident. He certainly has talked to him in the past. I'm just wondering if I'm Pete, what do you go, DK, as valuable as you are to this team, as much as we need you, anything like that happens again, as Chuck said to you, you're going to be standing next to me. I can't have it. I can't have it.